Hi everyone, and welcome to my next tutorial where I'll be teaching you how to master template rendering in Django. So what I mean by this is I'm going to teach you two ways in which you can define template rendering. Okay, the first way will be at the project level, which we all are aware of, I assume, and the second way is to define it at the app level. So let's get started. So basically, I've created a project here called Elevate. Of course, there's my virtual environment. And I also have an app called Links here. So this is my app, my Django app, and my project is called Elevate. Okay, so just to make sure you're aware of that. So I've gone ahead already, and in my app here, Links, I've already created a view here, okay, just called Home, and it's set to return a index.html template, which I haven't defined yet. And in my URLs here, I've just created a URL pass here, okay, which basically is going to indicate at the home page, I want it to render an index.html when I go to my default home page of this project, okay. And of course, to set this up here, I also went in my project here, my project URLs, and I just went ahead and included all of the URL paths here that I define in my app of links. Okay, so do bear that in mind. This is basic Django. So if this is a bit confusing to you guys, I do have videos earlier on in my Django series explaining URLs and such, but I'm not going to go into detail with that. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you are aware of basic template rendering. Okay, so that's it. So let's get started. So first of all, what you want to do is you can go ahead and create a new folder and call it templates. Now this is the way that we always do it. So this is defining templates at the project level. And then in here we can create our HTML template, and here it's called index.html. And here I'm going to say hello world. Very simple. Okay. And we would then need to configure our templates here. So Django can actually read this index.html file. So we would go to our project settings.py. And here under templates DIRs, we can define the following, and that's going to be os.pass.join, and then here within parentheses, we will say base dir, comma templates. Okay, just be sure here with the OS that you make sure that you import OS here up top. So make sure that you just say import OS. Okay, that's going to allow us to actually join and connect to our base directory and then search for this templates folder that we are indeed looking for. Okay, so this is the general way of doing it. So to make it more interesting here, actually, I'm going to say hello world project level. So we are essentially defining templates at the project level. So here, maybe I can add more. I can say templates defined at project level. Okay. So I like to make sure that I restart the server. So go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. Head over to your local host, and there we go. It says hello world, templates defined at project level. Perfect. So this is the way that we all know how to do it. This is the simple way to do it. Now, there is an easier way of doing this, believe it or not, and that is to define templates at the app level. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to delete this here from scratch, and I'm going to go to settings.py, and I'm going to remove everything here within templates DIRs. Okay, just make sure you leave the empty list as is. You don't want to run into any problems, so make sure you do that. So delete that templates folder that we just created completely, including the .html, and remove everything here within the list for templates DIRs. Okay, great. Now another way you can do it is define it at the app level. So my app is called Links. So here in Links, what I'm going to do is create a folder called templates. And in templates, I'm going to create a file called index.html. And here I'm just going to say hello world. And I'm going to say here templates defined at the app level. Oh, not elf, app level, okay? Then you need to make sure that you restart your server or the changes won't be set. Go ahead and do that. Head over here and refresh. And it says here, templates defined at the app level. So this is another way in which you can render your templates in Django. Right, so there is one other way that you can do this. Okay, it is a bit longer, but it is safer. Now, technically, this way is easier to do it of the lot, and it is one of the ways you can do it. But another way to do it, okay, which is a safer way, because technically by doing it this way, you can, if you have lots of different apps, you can at one stage get into a position where you have namespace errors. Now, generally this is a good way of doing it, but a safer way and a more reliable way is to do it as follows. So what I'm going to do here is delete everything again. Okay, so delete templates, everything from scratch. Okay, and we're going to do it all over again, but there will be one difference. So again, create a new folder called templates. Okay, and then what you need to do is you need to create a new folder with the name of the app that you're currently in, okay, of the Django app. So in this case, the app that I'm in is called Links. Okay, yours can be Poll or Journal or whatever. That can be the name of your Django app. And then here you would need to put in that the name of your Django app again, all right, for the one that you are within. So if you have a Django app called Journal, you're going to have to, within your templates directory, create a folder in your templates directory called Journal. Same thing goes if you have an app called Poll. You'll need to create a templates directory, and within that templates directory, you have to create another folder with the name Poll. Okay. So here I'm going to call it Links because my Django app is called Links. And then within Links, I'm going to right click and say new file. I'm going to call this index.html. Okay, now here I'm going to type it again, and I'm going to say, what can I say? Hello from space. Okay, something very simple. And just go ahead and set that up. And then what you need to do then in your URLs, sorry, your views, okay, you need to then add in that extra directory that you're under. So here I'm under links, so I need to say links /index.html. Because if you just had a normal file in templates, you can literally just put in the name of the file. But because we created an extra directory here, okay, we had to add this app name here with a /. So what we need to do is restart our server. So make sure you restart it, rerun it. And then what you want to do is refresh the page. And there it goes, hello from space. Okay, so that is, well, 2.5 ways you could say. 2.5 ways of handling template rendering in Django. So technically, to sum it up, there is the project level, okay, where you define your templates outside here within the project. And then there is the app level where you define templates pertaining to that specific app that you've created. Okay, so this is how to define templates at the app level and at the project level. All right, so that's it, guys. I hope to help you. So now you have 2 different ways, or 2.5, technically, 2.5 different ways of finding ways to manage and render your templates. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much.